Who really cares? Who is willing to try to save a world that is destined to die? Oh, live life for the children. Oh, the children. Save the babies. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening, family. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Mental House. I am your host, Khadijah. Um, I'm gonna do these quick stories, and there's nothing quick about them, but they just solidify what we talk about here. You know, a lot of times it's not all we talk about, but we talk about a lot and share a lot about dysfunctional families. And I think there's just two stories that solidify it for me that I just want to share with y'all. I'm sure you heard them. One of them is regarding what's his name, Jeffrey Sandusky, um, which is one of the most pathetic stories. Um, Let me just read it. Son of assistant coach Jerry Sandusky has been jailed as he awaits a hearing on charges to send his ass
some naked photos and then asked her teen sister to give him oral sex. Jerry Sandusky was arrested Monday, more than 5 years after his father was arrested in a child molestation case that shook Penn State and is still working its way through the criminal and civil court.
He faces 14 counts, including some solicitation of statutory assault and solicitation of involuntary deviant sexual intercourse. His lawyer wasn't commenting on the allegations. Okay? One of the 6 adopted children of Jeffrey Sandusky, has been a stalwart supporter of his father, no wonder, who was serving a lengthy prison sentence for sexual abuse of 10 boys. He regularly attended his father's court proceedings alongside with his mother, poor thing, Dottie Sundusky, who also has consistently supported her husband and fought to clear his name. Just pathetic. Um, Jeffrey Sundusky, a state prison guard, knew the girls through their mother. Now that's where we're going to stop, right there. That's the kicker part for me. This freak got into these girls' home through their mother, which is the mother's boyfriend. I want to know how long she's known him. I want to know why she would feel the need to have this man around her teenage daughters and why she felt comfortable. And how long was it before she felt comfortable bringing this damn demon into the house with her 2 teenage daughters? What the hell is wrong with these women that do this kind of stuff? I'm sorry. The most important thing in your life is your children. And if you decide to have babies and you get lonely, guess what? You can't bring no man around your house. You can't bring no man around your children. Okay? And then I'm just going to put it in layman's terms like my uncle used to tell me a long time ago. His favorite saying was, That's the fucking you get for the fucking you got. Okay? So there's no way in the world you should be running these streets, or there's no way in the world you should be bringing men home to in the house that you share with your daughters. What the? I'm going to keep reading because this is a good thing. A state trooper said that the arrest affidavit said that in the arrest affidavit that on November 21st, their father, turned over to investigators text messages from Sandusky in which he asked one of the girls for nude photographs while he's screwing their mother. Investigators obtained the messages and confirmed the account. All children, like I said in one of my earlier videos, have the right to feel safe. We just talked about this. Every child has the right to feel safe. And if you can't feel safe in your own home because basically you are hostage to what these crazy adults are allowing to happen around you, I'm sorry. Somebody got to get shook. You got to shake the tree. Because you are no longer going to be allowed to put your damn children in harm's way because your ass is so hot, or or you so desperate for some company that you putting your sons and your daughters in the midst and in the wake and in the presence of pedophiles. And I'm gonna finish reading the story because these type of stories really they just infuriate me.
They infuriate. Okay? All children have a right to feel safe. We will prosecute this case as aggressively as we do all child abuse cases. The affidavit said that Sundusky told the teen in Texas in March that it's not weird because he studied medicine and he instructed her not to show these texts to anyone. What the hell is that? It's okay because he studies medicine. What the Sam's hell? The girl's mother told investigators that when she confronted Sundusky, he told her he knows it was wrong and inappropriate. The girl told police the text made her uncomfortable and that he kept pressuring me and asked me multiple times not to show the text to anyone, police said. In the affidavit obtained by CBS affiliate WTAG, police say the victim responded to Jeffrey Sundusky. No, we don't need to talk. We aren't going to. You literally tried to guilt me into doing it, and you even told me specifically what I needed to do. You know who does that? Rapists and abusers. Prosecutors allege Jeffrey Sundusky sought oral sex from the other girl in 2013. She was 15 years old at the time. The teen told investigators that Jeffrey Sundusky told her in March, "I can't even say anything except I'm sorry." Richard Gales, chair of Child and Welfare and Family Violence at the University of Pennsylvania School of Social and Policy and Practice, gave the teen accuser credit for reporting the alleged incident. Good job. Very good job. And obviously, she was confident enough to protect herself. That was a good thing. This girl was mature beyond her years and smart beyond her years, and certainly not vulnerable to the kind of grooming that predators tend to use, he said. Gale said adult men who seek sexual contact with adolescent girls are seeking power over them and can't have a mature relationship with an adult. The state corrections department said that because of the charges, Jeffrey Sandusky was suspended without pay from his employment as a corrections officer. Go figure. At Rockview State Prison in near State College. He was hired in August
2015. So he really hasn't been working here that long. Jeffrey Sandusky was arraigned Monday and jailed on a $200,000 bail. He is reportedly prohibited from any contact with any minor and was ordered to surrender his passport. A preliminary hearing was set for Wednesday, ATAJ reports. One of Sandusky's siblings, Matt Sundusky, alleged at the time of their father's 2012 criminal trial that he had been abused by him. Matt Sundusky was not called as a witness, and Jerry Sundusky has never been charged with those allegations. Jeffrey Sundusky has not made any public allegations of abuse by his father. Jerry Sundusky maintains he was wrongly convicted. Unfortunately, if it's ever a look, honey, he got it. All right. I'm totally disgusted by that story. However, I am very proud of the young ladies that were in the story because they didn't display the kind of behavior that usually allows the pedophile to get away with this kind of stuff. And their vulnerabilities didn't overtake them. So, that's a good thing. I'm trying to hear what that is. It's my dog. Anyway, the second story, you guys. This story makes no sense. It is so disgusting that it's even hard to go here. A 2-year-old boy and a 25-year-old man were killed, and a pregnant woman was wounded on Tuesday in what authorities suspect to be a gang-related shooting, according to the police. A 2-year-old. No one is in custody for the shooting, which occurred in broad daylight and was streamed on Facebook Live by one of the victims, police said. Now, I don't believe stuff that I read at face value all the time. I'm very disturbed already off the bat by a few things in this story, but I'm going to continue reading. Police said an adult male victim was a known gang member. The man and the boy, who was identified as Levante White, as well as a 20-year-old woman, were shot while sitting in their car on the city's west side. The woman was described by police as the boy's aunt and the man's girlfriend. She was wounded in the stomach and was listed in fair condition. With a baby in her stomach. Man's inability to. Oof. This is poor babies coming to the world. He in the womb already traumatized. Paramedics were able to revive the boy when they arrived at the scene, but he died from his injuries a short time later. Levante became the third child in less than 3 days to be killed or gravely injured in a shooting in Chicago, which is mired in a surge of killings and gun violence that the city has not seen in nearly 20 years. We have yet another innocent child that can lose his life over senseless gun violence, Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson said at the scene of the shooting before it was announced. I can't even read no more. Oh, okay, but I got to. In the Facebook video, the man and woman can be seen singing along to music as they drove into an alley, and the child is seated in the back of the car. About 3 minutes into the live stream, the sound of a series of shots can be heard. The woman then runs from the car into the home of someone she appears to know. They shot at us, the woman says as she ran through the home. I got a bullet in my stomach. Someone inside the house can be heard saying, call 911. Detectives believe the adult male victim had been in some type of dispute with the gunman, according to police Anthony Giulimelli. Investigators were able to interview the woman. I, you know, my grandbaby is almost 2. She's 16 months old. You know, um, this is insane. This is insane. And all I'm saying, y'all, is these kids are in harm's way. Um, you know, and it's gotta stop. This is just gotta stop. It's gotta stop. It's just gotta stop. So, no child should have to go through this. The 11-year-old Takia Holmes, who was shot while sitting in her mother's car, succumbed to her injuries earlier Tuesday. Kanari Bowers was shot as she played basketball with friends. She remains in critical condition. We're destroying our babies, y'all. We are destroying the most precious and valuable gifts that we have.
We're destroying. So I just wanted to get those stories out of my system. It's devastating what's going on in the society, and we have got to get a freaking grip. It's just that simple. We have got to get a grip, and we're gonna have to establish a code of conduct in these damn communities, and it's just that simple. It's just that simple. The men gonna have to stand up, cause women don't never have no problem. We gonna have to get the real men to stand up, and we gonna have to do something, because this right here is totally unacceptable. What's going on in this community? In the murder of our babies? All right, I'm done. I'll see you next time in the mental house. Bye bye.